So as a millennial, I see trends come and go from years and years of just hanging out, doing YouTube, making music, so on and so forth. And I'm seeing more and more TikTok memes and dances, Fortnite and stuff. I've never played Fortnite. I'm sounding so much like a boomer, but that's just how it is. Everybody gets old, everybody ages. Teenagers now are going to be looking back at stuff that is popping off right now and thinking back, oh, that was so nostalgic. Wearing Crocs with socks, that's the coolest thing ever. Vaping, having AirPods in my ears at all times. I have a huge library of great music, but even then, I still have to take the earbuds out at some point. I have a very, very bad story to tell you about wearing earbuds in general. That's why I wear over the ear headphones like this. It's because I wore them daily, and over time I would start getting earwax blockage to the point to where I was just putting earwax breakup liquid in my ear, and there was one point where it almost felt like I was pulling a turd out of my ear. It was so large, full of backed up earwax, and I'll show you the photo right here. And it was it made me swear off earbuds completely. It's all a trend thing. It's all a status symbol. I mean, I noticed that even when I was a kid in school, the big thing was wearing like Nike swoosh shirts or whatever. I guess that's still the thing. Or Adidas coats. That was the huge thing as well. Yeah, it's all just a status symbol. That's all it is. It's like, oh, I need it. Mom, I need it. Otherwise, kids at school ain't gonna think I'm cool. And if the kids at school ain't gonna think I'm cool, then I won't. You won't what? Then I won't, But anyways, generations come, generations go. And with that comes their own special humor. So what I'm talking about is this thing called Skibidi Toilet. Now, I've looked online and I came across like the full screen version of this. And apparently it's in episodes. They're in the form of shorts or like TikTok. So episode 1 is literally like 15 seconds. But anyways, I found the compilation of the first 4 episodes. So we'll just see the origins of Skibidi Toilet. And me as a millennial, growing up watching Ren and Stimpy, Beavis and Butthead, South Park, loved all that stuff. And a lot of people have been saying, oh, this is what destroyed a generation. The humor in this, I don't understand. This has set us back so many years. I saw a middle school teacher leave a comment saying, I'm wondering what my students are even talking about. That kind of stuff. So I really am curious to see what the humor these days from the young kids are all about. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, that's stupid. Our humor as millennials are better, because, humor and things that are trending at the time is just how the world is going at the moment. You can't blame a certain age group or anything. That's just how media has been circling. So I'm going to see if it is actually funny or not. And before we get into that, I also saw in the comments that people have been talking about brain rot. And this is like pure form brain rot. Now, I don't know about you, but I think one of the first forms of brain rot is beer. Now, this is Jelly Belly, but you know what I'm saying. Beer is brain rot, so they're not like complaining about that. A lot of other things could be considered brain rot. I watched Beavis and Butthead as a kid. I loved that. I guess I enjoy brain rot too. Even newspapers back in the 1800s, early 1900s, that could be considered brain rot, because that was a thing that people would look at and be entertained by. It was a very primitive form of brain rot, or TikTok, or anything that people scroll on these days on their phones. But still, it's a form of brain rot. But I think it's just things are more advanced now to the point where everybody has content on their phone, just an endless supply, and they are able to just continue just looking and looking and laughing. There are all forms of brain rot, but I think these days with TikTok, it is pure form brain rot. So let's take a look at Google. I Googled the term brain rot, and there is an AI overview, and it says brain rot is an online phrase that has multiple meanings. Mental fogginess, a state of reduced attention span, lethargy, and cognitive decline caused by excessive use of technology such as social medias, video gaming, or binge watching. Some examples of brain rot behaviors include zombie scrolling, doom scrolling, and social media overuse. Repeated exposure to media. I mean, the news, the nightly news is brain rot too. Watching any kind of news program. It was just something there to see and be like, oh, so that's happening. All right, let me think about that. Did that impact my immediate life at all? No, it did not. Even the weather, the local weather. Oh, it's going to be raining tomorrow. Well, I still have to get up and get outside. Even the weather's never impacted me to change my plans in any way. I don't know about you, but anyways, we got the gist of brain rot, okay? Brain rot can also be used as slang to describe someone who seems friendly, goofy, or harmless, similar to golden retriever energy. Oh, it's TikTok, commented on TikToks, yeah. I have seen people, before I got a TikTok, I got one to post my videos or whatever, but the traditional TikTok users, you know, the demographic, teenagers to early 20s, I've seen it firsthand where they are sitting and scrolling on their phone. That's stupid. Like, that's the usual thing. And I'll see it and I'm like, it's the most just like generic, watered down, low quality trash that I have ever seen. But and it's made me feel like, yeah, brain rot, at least with TikTok users, does exist to the point to where they've lost all idea of what is actually funny. So that just circles us all the way back to here, Skibidi Toilet. Let's watch this together and we'll see if it is actually funny. So it's yeah, a minute long, and it looks like it's made inside of a video game. So it's coming from the video game community, which I'm a gamer, so it should be right up my alley. Anyways, here we go. Skibidi Toilet. Let me put on my headphones here. Sorry, the brain rot's gotten to me. Here we go.
What the heck is going on
Skibidi dum dum dum, yes yes. Skibidi dum dum dim dim. Skibidi dum dum dum, yes yes. Skibidi dum dum dim dim.
What the heck is going on
Okay, it cut out because I'm sure the copyright or whatever.
What the heck is going on here?
What the heck is going on
Even without the music, though, here, that's pretty funny. In a very abstract art way. That is very funny. Okay, so Skibidi Toilet. There are some elements here that we need to dissect and see what the humor is in this. I could understand how it can be funny, but me as a 38-year-old man, I've seen plenty of funny things in my life. And this really doesn't get on the scale of, impactful, meaningful videos that should be in the top echelon, gold S-tier comedy. This is something that I would see and go, it's nothing I'd get mad at or think, oh, this is dumb. What has this generation become? But I'm just like, I get it. So the elements in this thing, Skibidi Toilet. I think the whole concept of a guy's head coming out of a toilet is classic humor, because what happens in a toilet? Well, people go poop, people go pee in it, sometimes people vomit in it, sometimes a lot of other undesirable things go into the toilet. And then there is the concept of the toilet leaving the bathroom and going into a fine dining area, such as, where is it? You know, in this part right here. And there's a bunch of little toilets here. So this is in episode 4. But, oh, there's another guy here eating. And then there's poop on the table there. That is actually very funny. I did not pick that up the first time I saw that. Let's not think too deep into this because it shouldn't be thought too deep. But let's make sure we nail it home with what Skibidi Toilet is. So there's a few different things that are combined to make Skibidi Toilet, and different scenarios every single time. It's kind of like the Three Stooges. The Stooges are the man with the toilet and the song. And what is different in every single Three Stooges short is that they're put in a different situation. Much like here, the episodes are putting Mr. Skibidi Toilet in a different scenario. There's this guy right here. I have no idea who that is, but could be a nice little Easter egg. Someone figure that guy out. Maybe it's the creator of this meme. But yeah, so this guy comes in, the regular, oh, it's Skibidi Toilet, but no, you're going to back it up with this guy, a larger toilet coming in. And I think just the image of him coming out with this mean look on his face and the music playing, I could see the comedy in that slightly. You know, it made me crack up. Oh, there's some doo-doo there on the table there. This video, this compilation, has 40 million views. So, it must be something, right? Or, you know, that's what kids are watching these days. This is like the current Beavis and Butthead right here. This is the new Beavis and Butthead for the younger generation. I would really like to know if there are like teenagers or just, you know, kids in the current generation watching Beavis and Butthead, or if it's just kids that grew up in the 90s that watch Beavis and Butthead are still watching the new episodes. That's something I would really like to know and figure out. But anyways, I think we got the gist of what Skibidi Toilet is. It's about what I expected, you know? It's a trending thing. It's just something wacky and funny that will make someone scroll for a second and not want to scroll away because they're going to be like, wow, that is something wild. I don't get it, but abstractly I could get it that it's funky. Maybe I want to watch more. I think I will watch more. That's like with a lot of things even back in the day, like David Lynch films, for instance. But anyways, there we go. I'm a millennial who watched Skibidi Toilet. I could see the funniness in it. It's not my cup of tea, but I don't hate it. It's not bad. It's just some weird thing. Anyways, I'm DJ Glowing Ice. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out.